When the love is real, the farts don't matter. Now, I'm a certified silly goose, so I love fart jokes and fart humor, and I felt like this particular quote would be a fantastic addition to my romantic ish collection of greeting cards. So let me take you along as I sketch out my design and prep this card to be a new listing on my website. Like I said earlier, I just find farts funny, and I understand that that probably makes me sound more like a 14-year-old boy than a 30-year-old woman, but it's just who I am. Now, passing gas in relationships is a very controversial topic. I'm personally of the belief that, especially if you've been together for a while, you should just let things flow in front of each other. But the key is to really still embrace the humor of it all. For instance, my partner and I were laying in bed one night and he let this fart rip. It was so loud and so long and so forceful. I swear it vibrated the bed. And then when he was done, he looked at me and he went, "Oops, sorry," as if it were like this tiny little squeaker and not something that literally like rattled the walls of our house. And we both just giggled for like 30 seconds after because farts are funny, and if you can acknowledge that with each other, it keeps things light. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but I'm not particularly a like sugary sweet, mushy gushy type person. It just, I don't know. It's just not, it doesn't resonate as much with me. Um, it feels like a little cheesy and almost to the point of being like insincere, I guess. So what I what I'm really looking for, like if I'm going to get a gift for my special guy, is I'm looking for something that really like talks about us and our relationship and our sense of humor. And that's why I find myself gravitating towards these types of designs because I imagine I'm not the only one. I'm curious. Let me know if you're like me. Um, but like sometimes when it's just too over the top, we're not super romantic people. That's not our style. That's not how we ever were. I mean, we certainly have our moments like everybody else where we're feeling like particularly lovey-dovey, but I don't know. It's just doesn't resonate with me quite as much. So now we're here and we're going to just crease where I'm going to fold this card. I did not get any of this out first, so that's how I like to roll. Okay, this out of the way. Have my little folder. So now that I've given it that little crease, when I go to fold it, it folds nice and neat. Like sometimes if you ever fold a piece of cardstock without giving it a little pre-crease, it just doesn't fold right. I can't describe it. It's just not a crispy little line like this. But anyway, it does help make it a nice even fold there.
Now for the final part, I've got my little fake backdrop here. I'm going to do just a flat lay photo for my website. I usually only do one or two pictures. There's only so many angles of a card that you can show in photos. So I typically just do a couple flat lays. Again, didn't get all of my supplies out. There we go. So I'll get out an envelope to show that part of what you're getting is the envelope included with this. And I'll just do a couple different layouts here. I'll do this one. To lay a little flatter. Put a little piece of my poster putty in here to help this card lay flat and shut. Just a little something that I always do to get everything laying nice and flat on here. So now I'm gonna grab my camera. I usually stand up, make sure my ring light is illuminating them all the way. So it's like really right over top. And then I'll just take a few pictures. Like the hard part is trying to make sure that I get everything centered in the middle of the frame, but if it's not, we can do a little bit of editing. Yeah, that's essentially a card from start to finish. Sometimes I'll hear something and that'll spark an idea in my mind. Like I heard something about like farts and romance in a quote, and I was like, I can turn that into a funny greeting card. So I kind of workshopped some ideas. I came up with this, sketch out a few designs, and now it's here. I brought it to life, and it will be on my website just in time for Valentine's Day. All right, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.